What the hell is that?
It's for a clap, man. So I can sync the fucking video and audio. So, welcome to the People You May Know podcast, episode 1. And today we have our very special guest, a good friend of mine, Mr. Tesaxman. I have no idea how to pronounce your full name, so can you please do that yourself?
My name is Pong Tipok Sudipong.
Does that have a meaning?
Repeat after me.
Okay.
Pong Tipok
Pong Tipok
Sudipong.
Sutipong.
Very good.
Wow, great. So, does that have like a meaning or anything?
Yeah, of course. Pong Tipok means the protector of the family.
Hence how fucking big you are. And you're wearing like a fucking Hawaiian shirt, you know? Are you like Maui or something?
No, it's a holiday, dude.
It's fucking Labor Day, so
Yeah, exactly. It's a holiday. Therefore, you gotta dress for the occasion.
well, true, I guess. But what the fuck is Labor Day anyway? Like, I've legit it's just a day where people who work are appreciated.
Labor Day is when you can slack off and just, I don't know, watch Netflix, How I Met Your Mother or something like that.
And shoot a fucking podcast, apparently, right?
But for artists like us,
Yeah.
Labor Day does not exist.
That is true. I have not felt a holiday in like years now, basically. Because every fucking like holiday, I'll just like be doing events and shit.
Yeah.
And like, fuck, man. Like the past 2 New Year's, right? I haven't celebrated New Year's on a New Year at all. I've been fucking shooting like this Sentosa Beach Club thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's like fucking hell, man. Like, it's just it's basically a sausage fest. And just people trying to get laid.
Right.
And like my ear, because like every time I'm shooting, I'm like near the fucking speakers. So like it's literally just banging on my ears, like the fucking EDM shit. It's like fucking annoying as fuck.
Do you know there are inventions called earplugs?
Yes, I do, but
Do you use it?
no.
Then
Cause like,
stop complaining, Jeremy.
but okay.
But what?
It's just that like I don't like fucking wearing earplugs, cause like you just stuff it in your ear and it does nothing. Like if it's like a fucking earphone, it's fine because I'm listening to music. But if it's only just plugging my ears, it's a bit weird.
Just use these then.
But
These
then,
are nice.
But then like, it's on your head. I don't know. I don't like things to be on like my head and shit. I don't know.
Then you have to attend that event, be next to the speaker to the point that your ears stop working. Then you won't feel the effect anymore, right?
I guess
Yeah.
you can do that. Yeah. Basically, just be deaf. Like basically,
Yeah.
the best person for this job is a deaf person, right?
Correct.
Yeah. They just be like.
They can still feel the rhythm through their feet, but they can't hear, so it won't disturb their job. So I think,
I mean,
just
if-
be deaf, man.
How about you do that? You're a fucking musician. Try be deaf. Can you be a deaf musician? There are some, right?
There are a lot of deaf musicians. Of course, there are a lot of blind and deaf musicians.
Wait, what? Like, imagine yourself like if you're deaf right now, like, and you're playing a saxophone. Like, how would you cope with that?
Well, how deaf people cope with that is like they feel the vibration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess I can do that as well, but I bet it's hard. It's very hard.
Like, when you play yourself, do you feel like vibrations and stuff, or?
Some notes does because I play the saxophone. When you play the saxophone, the vibration of the instrument kind of come up through the mouthpiece back to me. So some notes have more vibrations than the other, more frequency that oscillate at one frequency.
What the fuck does oscillate mean?
Oscillate means vibrate. It's just a fancy term.
It's just a fucking fancy term. You fucking fancy musician, you. So
Exactly.
So, as a musician, how long have you been a musician actually? So like,
How long have I
Yeah.
been a musician? I don't know. I guess my whole life.
Your whole life, goddamn. Like you're
Like
the,
I started singing when I was young, karaoke and
you're
stuff.
you're like those Asian children who are just like, you better fucking learn this instrument, and then you just play it on through. Then they're like, you know,
Yeah, I started taking piano lessons when I was 8.
damn, I did that too. I was not your kind. I was just like, no, this is not for me. I just stopped. I was playing the drums for the longest time, but after that, I just like, no, this is fucking too. It's too hard. It's not too hard. It's just that like, cause I went to this kind of like music school thing.
Yeah.
Then it's a school, so you have to take tests
Yep.
and all those kind of things. Then I just like that like put me off so bad. I'm like, fucking hell, I'm not gonna do this shit. I just want to play because I want to play.
Right.
But if you put something fun and then something that is not fun, like basically school, like it takes all the fun out of it. I'm like, fuck, I'm like not gonna do this anymore.
Well, eventually I forced myself to do those exams and stuff like that. But believe it or not, when you actually get into college, those stuff doesn't matter at all.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like, I mean, every college of music or those kind of thing, they have their own standardized tests. When you audition, you have to take those tests. And all your grade 5, grade 6 stuff, it doesn't matter to them. I mean, it's good to have them, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically like, show me what you have, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I think you're good, and you can fucking silent the phone. Who's that?
Yes. Sorry about that.
God damn it, Tay! I told you to silent your phone from the start.
It's fine.
Was
a musician thing.
that a girl though?
Nope. That's actually my classmates.
Oh damn! Do you have a rehearsal in this week or something?
No, I don't know. Some bullshit.
Bullshit.
I mean, I stopped checking messages for the past 2 days
Why?
because I need my rest.
Yeah, that's true. You need some like fucking alone time.
When you've been waking up at 6 a.m. and going to bed at 2 a.m. in the morning for 3 weeks, sometimes you have to hibernate from like, I don't know, midnight to like 5:30 p.m. the next day.
Is that why you fucking like woke up at 4:30 yesterday?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
This motherfucker basically like, hey guys, I just woke up. It's fucking 4:30 p.m. I was like texting you like, can you come like today or some shit? Like yesterday?
Oh, you did? I don't know. I didn't realize.
Yes. Yeah, that's the point. You didn't realize.
I basically like opened up the chat and I just, okay, nothing. It's
Okay.
motherfucker. It's basically nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, well. But you have been very busy this past year, I guess, right?
Yeah, school and stuff.
Yeah, like, well, congrats. You're basically
Thank you.
you're fucking done with it, right?
Thank you.
Yes. So, how was being in a music school for like what, 3 years?
Yeah. It's good. You get to practice a lot. You get to spend time.
A lot or
with-
too much?
Not too much.
Okay.
It's just a lot. Like on average, I do like 4 hours a day of practice alone. That's 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And you get to be around people that is in the same field as you. So when you don't understand anything, you just ask them, and some of them will have your answer, which is nice.
So, how does your music school like basically work? Okay, just for like clearance, I went to Lasalle. He went to Lasalle, but he's in music. I am in film. I graduated before him. He's graduating this year.
He's my senior.
Yes, we're the same age. So,
Well,
Fucking.
yeah.
so yeah. How does your music school like? For me, in level 1 and 2, we basically learn everything, and then at the last year we basically like went into our majors, but I don't know how it works for the music side.
We chose our majors straight away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in year 1 and year 2 we do have some shared class with the other streams like compositions, pop,
okay,
electronic music, and all that. But most of the classes are focused on
okay.
on
your major itself.
Your major itself.
Okay.
So my major is jazz, so I spend most of the time doing jazz related stuff. And occasionally we'll do like theory and oral, those boring but useful.
Useful. Is it useful now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Theory is the most useful thing ever because it's a common knowledge. So yeah, you gotta have it.
What's the most basic thing in like music theory?
The most basic thing. Yeah,
like let's say I am your student right now. This is like my first class, and you're teaching me like music theory. What would you teach me first?
it depends on what you know, really.
Okay. Like I literally have no idea. Like,
Okay, I'll teach you the pitch.
The pitch.
The pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would commonly be called do re mi fa sol la ti do.
T or C?
T.
T.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do. The C is the old way of saying T.
Okay.
It's I think it's Latin. I think.
It's
Don't
like
quote me
in
on
Spanish is C.
that. Yeah. So that's what we call solfege.
What was that again?
Solfege.
Soulfish.
Yeah. So that's
Wait, soul pitch or soulfish?
solfege. SOLF something.
Well, this is why we went to fucking art, because everything else was dumb.
FE. I don't know.
FISH? Fish?
SOL. No. SOLF something GE.
Okay.
It's either A or E. You can look it up.
Okay.
Right. So do re mi fa sol la ti do is useful because then you can assign pitch to sound, right? So the official name for those is C D E F G A B.
Okay, yeah. I kind of remember this from like old time music.
Yeah. So in my first lesson, I'll nail that first.
Okay.
Make sure you know what solfege is. Then I'll move on to the concept of movable and fixed do.
Okay. What's that?
Movable do is you apply the solfege, the do re mi fa sol la ti do, onto a pitch that might not be do re mi fa sol la ti do. For example, let's say we're in the key of F. That's the key of fa, right? To sing the F major scale, we have to sing fa sol la te do re mi fa. But we can also sing do re mi fa sol la ti do. But your do is now your fa. So the do, what we're doing is basically we're moving the do re mi fa sol la ti do, up a fourth to fa.
I have no idea
Is it too far?
Yeah, it's very far. It's very far from my mind. So like,
that's why we need to nail the
Okay.
solfege thing first.
Okay.
It's easier on paper.
so if anyone wants a music teacher, you can call Tay, and
most
you can
confusing
you can find him on Tesaxman on Instagram. Was it Instagram or
Yeah.
is it another Tesaxman? I'm confused. You have
Tay-
like
It's Tesaxman official
you have too many fucking like
Instagram.
Instagrams,
Then
man.
Tesaxman normal Instagram. Then tesaxman.com. Then what else?
What the fuck? Why do you have so many?
Well, it's a school assignment.
It's an assignment, but you just like let it be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you need the school assignment is you have to have a Facebook page with 100 likes. Welcome
Yeah.
to Lasalle.
Welcome to Lasalle. Has it? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I might as well go full blown with it.
So Tay Saxman official. That is your official Instagram.
Yes,
Okay. Why Tay though? Like, why the name Tay?
because my nickname is Tay.
Why? You know, like in like bahasa Indonesia, it means like tits.
Yeah.
Like, has anyone ever told you this?
Yeah. It's a common knowledge.
Yeah. So like, do you?
But
Yeah.
you see that there is a jazz pianist whose name is Tate Montelieu.
Montelieu.
Yeah, Montelieu. Monteli.
And where does he reside?
Hmm?
Where does he reside? Like, what's his where his base is?
I have no idea, but I love his music, so that's why I named it after him.
Oh, okay then.
I mean, people started calling me like Big T and Big Tay Tay, and after this we were like a Big TTs,
Big titties.
and Tay Typhoon and shit like that.
Where does all these people get like the fucking nicknames from?
Oh, it's from the time spent at Clark Key and shit like that. And Blue Jazz Cafe.
Alcoholism is
Even without alcohol.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay then.
I'm a very good boy.
Yeah, because like, will your mom and dad be watching this something? I don't know. Depends.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't.
Okay. We'll try to keep you off there. Like, yeah, we'll just try to keep it.
Censorship is key to life.
Censorship of your life. I don't censor a lot. I'll be saying fuck. I'm too lazy to do that beep 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 thing. I'm like, fuck that. And see, I just did it. Fuck.
You.
God fucking damn it. But yeah, so as you were saying, like you have like these majors and everything.
Yep.
Do you have stereotypes for like these majors? Like, let's say the jazz people are like this, and like the fucking whatever.
Yeah, of course. We do. We always say that the stereotype is the pop people is always like you can't learn anything from pop.
You what?
You cannot learn anything.
You cannot learn anything
from pop. It's just an easy way out.
Okay.
That kind of thing. But I honestly don't think that's true. Because I do play pop sometimes and it's hard.
What's the hardest thing about pop though? Like, from what I know, pop is like fucking 4 chords and shit.
Yeah, most people have that conception, but then if you try to play it, it's like pop, right? You need to your goal is to make the music that is hip at the current time.
Okay. So you have to play with the times.
Yeah. So it's like, especially the job of a saxophonist in the pop setting is to solo mostly.
Yep.
And you cannot put a jazz solo over a pop tune. It just doesn't fit. I tried.
Okay.
You have to come up with a motive, then play around with that motive, and that's the hardest thing ever. Because do I repeat this? Do I just play this riff? Do I repeat this? Make it become more cheesy, or do I let it go, play something else? Does this thing have a connection to the last thing I played? So it's quite difficult, especially in a recording situation, because your recording gets stored forever.
Okay, so that's pop. Look, how many majors are there actually? Like, there's jazz, pop, classical, I guess.
Classical, composition, and electronic music. 5.
Holy fuck! Huh? Like, what does electronic music do? Do they like fucking press keyboards and shit?
No, they do a lot more than that. They compose stuff too. But their stuff is mostly what we call avant-garde music.
Like fucking experimental as fuck.
Experimental music. Out of this world. They play with. It's actually very cool. They play with movements. They usually are the one who collaborates with dancers and film students.
I have not collaborated with them at all.
I know they use lights and shit like that. So they have a trigger. A certain sound will trigger the lights. Sensors, they use those.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. In Lasalle, we have a festival dedicated to this experimental music. It's called Choppa.
Chopar.
Choppa. CHOPPA. So
It's okay. You don't have to spell so many things in this fucking podcast.
it's a 2 days worth of like
Does it get into your mind if you listen to it too much?
it can give you mind orgasm. Literally.
Like fucking eargasms. That's literally where it comes from.
Yeah, you step out of flexi space and you be like, what did I just listen to? That kind of thing. Yeah, it's actually quite awesome. I went to it once, not my cup of tea, but then I wouldn't deny that it's
I mean,
pretty
you
cool.
appreciate it, right? Like,
Yeah.
as a musician, I think you will always appreciate music for whatever it is, even though it's like weird as fuck.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot cooler than, I don't know, let's say classical music.
Oh wow, we're going there. So,
Oops.
okay. Do you think classical music players are like boring then?
No, if done well, then it can, because classical music can touch you,
Touch your soul.
touch your soul.
Touch you just feels weird.
Yeah, touch your soul. It can
Okay.
touch you,
Yeah.
like emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
So when played well, it's actually a very good music to listen to.
Well, that's pretty interesting. And for the whole 3 years, like, do you have any special moments that you think is like quite special from everyone else is doing that kind of thing?
Special moments.
Yeah, like what's the most interesting thing you have done in this school? Turning to be like eating ASMR now.
I'm thinking. This nugget's cold.
I know, right? It's dry as fuck.
Who ordered it?
Us, I'm sorry. I thought you'd come like an hour before this, so
Well, I'm
what
late.
was that?
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm gonna reheat it or something.
Yeah. Anyway, a special moment, a special moment in school. Right. There are a few actually. There was this one time that I played at the Lasalle, the Lasalle's chairman house.
Okay. Was he rich? As fuck.
He is very rich.
So that's where all LaSalle students' money go to.
I believe he's also like one of the top people of DBS Bank. Yeah, LaSalle is a non-profit organization, by the way.
Non-profit as fuck.
Non-profit organization. I
Took
paid
like
$120 a year,
Yeah.
a month for parking. Right,
Holy shit, 120.
128 for season parking.
Well, at least you have a car. Like
Oh,
we
well.
we fucking plebeians would go by the train.
Nice.
Fuck you. The only thing the only good thing that LaSalle gave me was like fucking concession.
Nice.
That was the best thing. But you get it too.
I have it too, but I don't use it
Well,
because I don't use the train that much.
Oh, sorry for not having a car.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, continue on. Sorry.
So the date that this was, I think, last year. The date was set. We have to be there by 6:30 at his house in Bukit Timah. So in the morning we pack up everything. We're gonna take school's equipments, including this thing called stage pass, which is basically a mobile PA system.
No, okay.
Right. So all packed, all good. Put in my car, all the amps and everything. We drove to Binjai Park, where we are supposed to go. We unload everything, put everything on the spot, unpack everything. Oh no! Where is the power cable? Where is the power cable? It doesn't exist. We call back to school. Hey, have you seen the power cable for the stage pass? No. How are we gonna play
So it's just
without
like,
it?
no, I don't know.
Okay, it was 6 o'clock. We have to start by 7. So I drove back to LaSalle, rush hour traffic. Reached LaSalle like 6:35. Went up to G302 and pick up a random power cable. Went back to the car. Drove out. We reached the place at 7 exactly. Then by that time there was already so many cars for the guests and shit like that, so I have to park very far away. So we ended up starting at 7:30 just because of one power cable.
Yeah. I too have experienced that, especially on like a shoot. Like,
Yeah.
because for a shoot, right, like we will have like a billion things, and a billion things go into one truck or like one car or one van. It's just fucking like you need to be like fucking meticulous to like go through everything. Like we have forgotten batteries before, like for the camera. I'm like, fuck, what do we do? Like, fuck. Then we like hurry up, call someone like nearby. It's like, do you have a battery? Yes. So like go get. I fucking like ran to like their house and I just got a battery, that kind of shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling ever. Like really the worst feeling ever. And that time I think we forgot some like light stand or some like fucking thing. Like we had to like shitty rig it. Like we use like a fucking broomstick and everything. Then we just like fucking gaffer tape that shit. It's like the worst feeling ever. But it was fun though. Like shitty rigging things and then it working is like the best feeling. Like you feel like fucking MacGyver. It's fun. But yeah, like so let's get to know you a bit better right now. Where are you from? You are
I'm from Thailand.
From Thailand. So actually, like I only met you here in Singapore.
Yep.
Like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, basically. Then I never get to know you like the Thai side of you, like
The Thai side of me.
yeah,
Wow,
the Thai
okay.
side of you. Like I only know you as Tay from Singapore who plays the saxophone. Like,
All right.
do people treat you like I wouldn't say weird, differently in Thai and in Singapore? Like, what's the difference?
You mean in Thailand?
Yeah.
They do. There's a lot of stereotype in Thailand, and when I went back to study there for a year before I came into Lasalle, and I have trouble fitting in.
But why though? Like,
Because I never attend the orientation. Lasalle kids attend the fucking orientation.
actually, like, okay, I kind of attended it, but like, I kind of left early too, so I'm like,
No, the thing is, Thai's orientation is like a month long.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
But why? Like, do they just like fucking whip you or something?
No, they play games and shit like that. For the sake of bonding.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. Like in both our countries, I'm from Indonesia. Like they do that since fucking middle school. Like even middle school, we had like orientations where the fucking. It's not only the students; it's the teachers as well, which is
Right.
more fucked up. The teachers will be like they'll act angrier than they usually are. Like on a normal basis, like after a year, let's say, like you get to know them, it's like they're normal people. But on the fucking orientation day, they're like, motherfuckers, you better go down there and fucking give me push-ups and fucking like run the fucking court because like you didn't cut your fingernails or something. Like the fuck. Like you don't have to go that far to discipline someone. Like you can literally just tell them like cut your fingernails. I'm like, all right, I'll cut my fingernails. It's like what the fuck? Like why does this fucking culture like exist is a mystery to me.
Well, in Thailand, it's more of the seniors giving you shit. But actually, on the day of the official orientation, I was the earliest one. I was sitting there in class waiting for everybody else. And then the teacher called out, you see this guy right here? He's not even from Thailand. He's the earliest in class. I was like, what? What's going on?
But you are Thai. Like you look Thai. You are Thai. You speak Thai. Like
yeah,
why don't they say that this person is not from Thailand?
I mean, like 6 months through my study, at the first year, I was riding out with three of my friends to a cafe at like 10 p.m. And then one of them asked me, "So are you Singaporean or are you Thai?" That's 6 months after I started studying there. I'm like, I'm Thai. Oh, you're Singaporean who can speak Thai? No, I'm Thai who has been living in Singapore for too long.
Okay. So, were you born in Singapore or were you born in Thailand?
I was born in Thailand. I was born in Bangkok.
What the fuck? That doesn't make sense at all. What the fuck?
I moved here when I was 10.
Okay.
Family.
But that's pretty old. I mean, like you've been living in Thailand for 10 years basically. Okay, 5 if you only like. Most
Basically,
people,
you can say that I'm half Singaporean because I've lived half of my life here.
But that's true. But I don't know. Singapore is such a like mixed culture thing. Like even if you are Thai and even if you have like been living here for 10 years, you can still be. You cannot be fully Singaporean because there is nothing that you can call fully Singaporean.
I also didn't go through the school system, so.
Oh yeah. You went to international school, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think is the difference between like in your international school and like the?
Well, international school, you're in this bubble
of just like fucking
rich people,
mixed cultures, like there's white people, more white people,
you don't go,
some
don't
some
get the
Spanish
shit,
kid.
you know? Yeah. Like you learn how to speak Japanese and shit like that. Yeah.
So did you learn anything from like in particular other than normal studies? Did you learn anything from like international school and shit?
Well, I learned that after you graduate from high school, your friends are all over the world, which is good. For one reason is when you go visit,
you can just
like a particular city
can
such
stay
as
here?
like Boston
Yeah.
or LA and shit like that. You can, hey, I'm here. Can you pick me up from the airport and shit like that?
Basically, just use your friends, right?
Yeah. Hey, they do the same to me if they come to Bangkok.
That is true.
Or Singapore.
So, which do you prefer, living in Bangkok or living in Singapore?
Well,
Like you have a choice now, right? Basically, to go anywhere. Which one will you choose?
right now I choose Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah.
But, like you just don't like Singapore right
No.
now?
Number one, I have to go back anyway. Number two,
okay.
number one is more of the technicalities thing.
Yeah,
I have to go back.
Same.
My pass is gonna expire. I have to go back and do army and shit like that. Number two, I feel like I need to explore the Thai jazz scene more because I know a few people, but then I don't have that many connections in Bangkok.
Totally.
So it's a city worth exploring for me right now.
And Bangkok is like gigantic. If you to be honest, if you compare Singapore to anything, everything is gigantic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I went to Bali for a shoot, and what we realized is that it's 5 times bigger than Singapore, and to Indonesians, Bali is just a small island. That's maybe not small, but it's an island nonetheless. So I was like, holy shit, Singapore is fucking small, son. Like you can basically go from one end to another end using your car for like what?
Half an hour.
Half an hour, hour and a half. Half an hour is you because you drive like a fucking maniac sometimes.
No.
Say,
35 minutes. Exactly.
Are you sure?
You want to test it out right now?
Okay, we'll test it out after this. Go to fucking like Tuas and something, and then go to what, Changi Airport.
No, you have to. No, that would take a lot longer actually.
Yeah, right. That'll take an hour and a half at least.
An hour about.
Yeah, around that.
Because it would take about 20 minutes to get out Tuas.
Yeah, fucking Tuas is like a whole.
Tuas is far.
Tuas is like a whole
Tuas is very
other
big.
like island, like connected island.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, have you been to us?
Yeah. Multiple times.
Why though?
Sent my dad to work.
Oh, your dad works there.
I remember it
What does
takes.
your dad do?
He's a chip surveyor.
Okay.
So he goes on board ship and inspect the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been to Tuas only for like work, basically.
Right.
Like I go there. Last time I went there was for like a pharmaceutical company. It's literally just like a rows and rows and rows of like factories and like development kind of like places and kind of
And
shit.
trucks.
And trucks and a lot of sand.
And a lot of sand.
A lot of sand.
And a lot of stuff that you wouldn't want on the road, such as nails and
Yeah.
Stuff like
Like,
that.
I've seen a lot of like cars just like parked on the side of the road. Like, what happened? Oh, it like my tires burst off. What the fuck? It's fucking hell. What the fuck?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's trippy as fuck. So okay, what were we talking about again just now? Yeah. So you would live in Bangkok more right now.
Yeah,
Do you have like family there or?
I do have a family there. My grandparents is still there.
Okay.
My aunt is still there. Yeah, so I have no problem, and I did went back to live there for a year. So I think I will have
I think
no problem
You'll do
adapting
fine,
now.
right? Yeah. The one thing I love about like Thailand is the food though. The food is fucking great, I tell you.
Yeah. There are food like everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah. It's just literally everywhere. Like you go to fucking there's a 7-Eleven nearby everything. It's basically kind of like Japan in that sense where there's a 7-Eleven in every corner, and then from there like even outside the 7-Eleven there's like street vendors.
No, the food outside the 7-Eleven, that's the shit.
Right?
Especially
That
if you
is the
go
shit.
at like midnight.
Yeah.
Or the what you call lok in Malaysia. Yeah.
So
Fried sausages.
what do you call it in Thai?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Call
A saikok.
it sausage?
You know those things on the stick that they just dump in like old oil?
ไส้กรอกทอด
Saikok tart.
Whatever you said.
I don't know. I just the thing that they put in the sauce, in the chili sauce.
ก็ไส้กรอกทอด
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway.
It's the food. You can find it outside every single 7-Eleven.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's not the 7-Eleven, it's the food outside the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And on the rest of the side of the street.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, I went there for like solo and just going from the train station to my Airbnb, like, I had to go to a market. I'll be lost there for like half an hour just looking at food. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally just looking at it because I'm so confused on what to buy.
Yeah.
And it's just the aunties just like, come, just buy it. Like the fuck, it's like,
Yeah, man.
and I'll like buy like, what's it called? The mu ping,
Mu ping,
yang,
yeah.
It's like basically just skewers of like pork. Was it pork? Pork. Right?
Yeah, pork. Yeah.
It's like fuck, it's the best shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The one thing I would really want to try is like the bugs though.
Oh, the bugs is the shit.
Have you eaten it?
Yeah. I was in Chiang Rai.
Oh shit.
And I had some silkworms.
How does it taste like? Like
It's crispy and because they put fish sauce and stuff like that, so
okay.
it's salty. It's the texture which is nice. It's very crispy
okay.
when it's done well.
It's done well. Like,
Yeah.
have you had very disgusting bugs?
That's just the beginning of a very long journey for me.
What was the journey of eating bugs? Basically?
Yeah. Because like people eat it like as a daily thing.
It's a daily thing, right? It's not
Yeah.
like a delicacy or anything. It's just
Nope.
like people fucking pick bugs. So like, oh, okay, this is my fucking snack today.
Yeah,
And shit,
like
man.
that. Yeah.
But again, like, why do they treat you like differently in Bangkok though? Like, just because you lived here for like a few years?
I don't know. I look older and I didn't attend orientation and
You look older.
I just this guy who like a senior would come and
Sawadika.
Yeah. It's very confusing to them. So they dare not to talk to me, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I don't care.
So there's like a discrepancy, even though you are Thai in Thailand.
Yeah.
But if you don't live in Thailand, they don't really see you as like,
A Thai person.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I'll be. Sometimes you need to open up to these things. Just go talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm not someone who talk to people like last time. I just prefer to be with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Care about my own shit.
does like, how did the change happen though? Like from just being a fucking loner and to become like slightly like more talkative and stuff.
Well, I felt a need to know people more. I because everybody has their good side to offer to you. So in order to find that good side, you need to talk to people. You need to connect. So that's how I decided, hey, I should talk to you. It doesn't matter if you don't want to talk to me, but I'll talk to you. I'll introduce myself.
Yeah.
You know, and that's pretty much how I still do that. I started doing that when I was in Thailand, studying at Rangsit. And then I continued doing that in Lasalle. So by the time I got into Lasalle, I wasn't this introvert anymore. I was
because like I met you as like, hey, what's up? I'm Thai. It's like I could connect like very easily, even though like I kind of just met you kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly right.
And it's a good thing that we all both come from like third world countries.
Third
world countries.
Third world countries.
Yeah, you know, like fucking poverty and I mean like. Nah, we do not come from that, but like it's a connecting point, I guess, because like there's a lot of things that's very similar to from Indo and Thailand.
Yeah, there's a lot of Indo people in LaSalle.
Yeah, a lot. Like I don't know why though. Like it's just a place. I mean, I went there because I don't know. Like a lot of people in Indo, if they study in Singapore for art, it's. I mean, the only choices are like LaSalle and NAFA, right? But most of like the slightly more adventurous kind will go to LaSalle instead of NAFA.
Yeah.
Right. Like from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've seen people from NAFA. It's hard. It's like people in NAFA just want to play around that kind of shit.
Yep.
I feel because LaSalle is okay. Maybe it's the notion is that LaSalle sounds more fun, but it's a lot more harder in the sense because everything's so packed. It's packed into 3 years when it's supposed to be 4. And people don't realize that sometimes. Like for me, I mean, I didn't see it as like fun. I just see it as like I want to do this. But some other people, like I know they came in because they thought it was fun, and then it's just a fucking lot of hard work. Like for those 3 years, you just have to do a lot of shit. You don't really have like social, like your own social kind of like time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, right. Like we both lost our like social lives within this 3 years. Like I got to know you and I got like close to you just because we were in the same school. We're close enough to be socially.
I mean,
I don't see you every day.
Do you remember how many times we actually meet in school?
No.
Like how we bump into each other back then?
Yeah. Basically,
I think it's like 3-4 times in a year. Then I actually invite you to my lunch once.
Hey, I went there.
I think we see each other more frequently after you finish LaSalle.
Yeah, basically, because I'm more free. You're not more free. You're a bit more, but like it's because your gigs are outside that I can come to it a bit easier that way. Yeah. But yeah, basically, like fucking social life dies, man. Like for people who want to go to fucking LaSalle, Singapore, and go into any course, just know your social life's going to be dead. Basically, it's a lot of work too. I was like fucking a lot of work. Like some people think it's fun and shit, but they don't feel anything. Then the other side where like people go to NAFA, and it looks more like structured and stuff, but they have like a lot of free time, man. Like because it's like spread into 4 years. I wouldn't call it a lot of free time. I mean, they would have more work as well. They would have work as well, but like seeing the comparison from like a Lasalle student and a NAFA student, like I feel NAFA students have like a bit more time to themselves
Right.
to think and to like just hang out and stuff. Like for us, we literally just hang out with our like fucking classmates, right?
Yeah.
Like my course has only like what 30 to 40 people depending on like what year it was, and those were basically the people you see every day, like 24/7. Like to the certain extent, when I say every day, I mean literally every day. Like fucking Saturday and Sunday, I see them as well. Like I see their family, I see like some like their brothers and sisters, because like we were going on a shoot. Family. Basically, like I really don't have any other time where I don't see them. Like I will always see at least one of them in my life. Like at that time for like those 3 years. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturdays we will have shoot. Sundays we will have shoot. I would at least like see one part of the course and another part of the course, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you see a lot of good in them. Like you will definitely find your best friends there, but you also see like people you just do not want to see ever in your life. I'm being very truthful. Some are just like fucking noise and fuck. I'm like, fuck you. I do not want to see you. Goodbye.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah, but the thing is that you still, like, for me, I see this as like a learning curve in the actual life. Like, you have to just work with people you essentially hate, in the sense that, okay, fine, you do your work, I'll do my work, and let's hope everything goes well. I will tolerate everything you give me, but just so you know, I still hate you.
Let's just get it done and over with.
Yeah, right. Basically, it's like, okay, let's get it done there. But that's the thing, like if you have that mentality in like a very creative space, you won't really get anywhere though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I felt that way in a few like shoots that I was working on, like where me and the other person just couldn't really get along. I mean, I have this very, like I have a mentality of like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to you, but it doesn't really mean I'm going to listen to you, you know. Like I'm like, okay, oh, sure, kind of thing. But I'll still be quite adamant in my own mind. I mean, it's a bad habit of mine, but I'm trying to fix it. But still, like having that like mentality of like, okay, I just want to get it done and do it fast. For a creative like market, a creative product, it'll just be very half-assed, I feel, right?
Yeah. You have to take your time.
Okay. Like, even with you and your music, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, just from your recital that I heard, like, what was it, like a week ago?
A week ago, yeah.
The song you composed for, like, a whole, a month plus? And the one that you wrote, like, a week ago is, like, it touches you differently. Like, it definitely does.
Well, to be honest, the song that I wrote, like, a week prior, called North Star and You, originally called Untitled 18/4. I meant it as like a more modal thing, but then it fits better being like a smooth jazz, fake bossa kind of thing. But then the song after that, which was Mind River, I composed it 2 months ago. I composed the actual song about 3 months ago. I composed the intro with Yi Hao on flugelhorn about a month ago. Yeah, supposed to be 2 separate songs, but then I figured that it fits together. So
yeah, it's a fucking nice song, man. Like I listened to like the fact that you told the audience that it's a song that comprises of like the whole 3 years of your life in Lasalle. It kind of like, it kind of does. Because it sounds very. There's like happy parts, then there's like
happy and it's sad,
and then there's fucking sad. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it so depressing suddenly? Oh wait, this is my life in Lasalle. It's sometimes very depressing. Exactly. I'm like, fuck.
You can pretty much condense it into one song.
Yeah.
First you're
like hopeful, like scared, hopeful, like that shit.
You're happy that you're in LaSalle.
Yeah.
Then the works hit you, then
It's like depression.
oh no, what have I done?
Yeah.
And then after you've done the work, oh, it's hopeful again.
Yeah, basically. Has there been a lot of people like quit in your course?
No. A lot of people take gap years.
Oh, okay. Gap
Some,
years.
not a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like the people in my course, like some quit, some take gap years and then quit.
But then when you take gap years, you need to work on your shit. On your
yeah,
shit.
yeah, definitely. Like, if
Especially in music, you know.
yeah, because I mean, in music, it's a whole different thing. Like music is such a daily thing that you have to practice and practice and
Yeah.
practice, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that because
Yeah.
they like. I feel some of the layman's, like the normal people, like think, oh, the musicians, they're just good, in the sense that like they're somewhat of a genius engineer. I mean, there are some definitely,
Yeah, yeah.
but most of the musicians are
Are
always working every
Yeah.
fucking day, like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's like it's a legit day job in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your day job. Your day job is to practice your ass off every day
Yeah, and to nail the fucking performance on the night.
until you say, what practice for what? That kind. Yeah. Then maybe you might want to stop. But yeah, some people just don't get it. And Lasalle. I feel that Lasalle music course is actually less intensive than a lot of music courses in the US or anywhere in the world, because of the level of the level of talents in Singapore is actually quite weak in terms of music cohorts, like especially jazz. Compared to like the US, where they've been listening to this music all their life,
Yeah.
and then they come in strong and they come in and beat everybody,
Yeah.
you know. So you have 3 years to get your shit together.
Yeah.
And I went to New York last Christmas, because I lost inspiration. I was like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Every day is just like, either you do your thesis, which is nothing to do with your music, or you practice for some other stuff that is not your music. So what am I doing this for? I'm not learning anything new.
Yeah.
So I went to New York, and I went to this bar called Smalls. Smalls. It's in the Tribeca. So basically how the music works at Smalls is you have 3 bands starting from like 7 p.m. 1, 2, 3. The latest one is like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
After that, there's the jam session.
Yeah.
After hours jam session every day. And on that one night, I decided to sit to see the jam session. It was 2 something. It was 2:30, I think. They played this song called "If I Were a Bell." And it was the last song of the jam session.
Yeah.
So everybody has to take only one chorus.
Okay.
In that one chorus, if I Were a Bell is a 16 bar swing tune. 16 bar, is it? No, it's a 32 bar, sorry.
I have no idea
32
I have
bars.
no idea what
Jazz
it is.
police, please don't kill me. It's a 32 bars
Yeah.
to this AABA form. Right? So everybody has one chorus to solo on. That's 32 bars. And these are all like college kids in New York.
Yeah.
And there were like, I think, 6 saxophonists and 4 trumpet players, something like that, and pianists and bassists and drummer. Everybody took one chorus. Every single one of them were able to express what I think is the finest music I've ever heard. Their personality is conveyed through their melodies in that one chorus. It's amazing. So basically back then I just set my goal. I have to be as good as them, or try to be as good as them by the time I leave Lasalle. which by the way I haven't achieved. But
I mean, technically you haven't left
towards it.
yet, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's when I woke up again, and as I was walking out at like 4 a.m. in the morning in like minus 4 degrees weather, walking through the subways with homeless people. I was like, holy shit, man, this shit is amazing. I recorded it. I recorded it on my phone, and when the semester starts, semester 2 started, I sent out a track
Yep.
to everybody on in my batch. And like, even if you don't care about jazz, just listen to these kids. These are 19, 20-year-old college students,
Yeah.
and they can do this. Can you? So
It's like a
don't
wake up call. for
don't
everyone,
say
right?
that you are busy and you have gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're in college. Your main priority is to practice and get good, because that's when you have time. Worry about your work life later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, going into that, like you are graduating, and
Yeah.
what's your next step in a sense? Right now?
I need to practice. I basically what happened in the last semester is, there's something called dissertation,
Yeah,
which I prefer to
as
be
we
called
all get it. right?
thesis,
Yeah.
which took like a majority of my time.
Yeah, definitely.
That is one thing. I also have other things to plan for. We are going to the Lasalle Jazz Band is going to the Thailand Jazz Competition next week.
Is it in
So-
Thailand or?
It's in Thailand.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So the 5 of us are going. So somehow I'm the Thai person. So I did all the planning.
I mean, you are Thai and you
Yeah.
can speak Thai, so.
So I need to liaise with them.
Yeah.
That's when I was doing my thesis as well. So yeah, and then on top of that, there's also like school works, ensemble works, which we were doing a lot of hard tunes that I need to practice for. So I ended up not having enough time to practice on my own shit. So basically, starting from tonight, I'll start working on my own shit.
Yeah.
All the way. Maybe like 3-4 months. Then yeah, we'll see where we are.
So you'll be staying here
I'll be staying here. I need
until
to
you have to get
my-
deported, basically, right?
Yeah, I'll get my long-term visit pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, by the way, you cannot freelance under it. You cannot freelance
I mean, you can
unless you get a permit.
you can play shows, right?
You have to get a permit.
Oh, yeah.
It's troublesome.
Is there like a musician's permit thing?
No. You have to get a permit. You have to get a permit for that actual show. Yeah.
Because you're like foreign talent, is it?
Correct. You get there's a
Damn,
particular
man.
type of pass that you can get if you are like foreign talents, but I don't qualify for that.
No, okay.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to leave Singapore any moment.
Yeah, definitely. Will you be playing gigs outside though? Like, I'm guessing the Thai competition thing will be like a good start for you to like make connections and stuff.
make
right?
connections. Yeah. So I'm hoping to connect to Thailand a bit better. Try to find some gigs there at
Yeah,
least.
Definitely.
Get my own local Tay and Friends Bangkok edition.
TT and BKK.
Yeah, I know a few people who would be willing to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, Thailand has a lot of jazz history by itself, right? Because
Yeah.
the king used to play, what's it called? Like, the king used to play like jazz and stuff.
Yeah,
I
the
think so.
saxophone. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, almost everyone I know who's Thai, like, at least likes jazz to a certain like point, that kind of thing. Just because of, like, the king loves it as well.
Yeah.
It's like it's a very like interesting thing to me, like how one person can just inspire like a lot of people to just like this particular music. Like I know it because in Indo, not a lot of people know and appreciate jazz. To be honest, like they'll listen to those like fucking. How do I say it? Like very basic stuff. Then they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, but like. the first few times I listened to jazz was like when you invited me to like the jazz bar and stuff. Like from there, I could actually, oh shit, this is jazz. Like this is very different from what I've been listening to.
Right.
Like the kind of thing is like, it's an amazing thing where you see like, in a sense, they all are playing solo. This from my perspective anyway. They're all playing solo, but it all cohesively turns into like one fucking nice like session. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to me, like how it just goes there, like
Yeah.
like for you, like as a saxophonist, like, do you have any particular ways you can connect to like people who's playing the drums, who's playing the bass and stuff like that, or is it just like a musical kind of like theory based thing where everyone just, in the sense, they play the same?
No. So I actually just discovered this myself, very recently. So, in jazz, that people take solos, improvise solos.
Yeah.
So, effectively, what you're trying to do with the rest of your band is to have a conversation. You want to say something, as we call it. You want to say something. And how good your solo is not judged. It's not based on, oh, you can play this fast, you can play this complicated stuff. It's actually about how you can connect with the music itself.
Yeah.
What you're saying, you know. It's about that deeper understanding of the context of the things that you're playing.
Yeah.
Like, is more about that, not about like, oh, here's a 2-5-1 lick.
Yeah.
You can do this scale to connect to this chord and stuff like that. It's not about that. It's for me. I just learned this. It's like, it's the context of which you're putting those scales to the chords. Like, what are you trying to say? What's your emotion? What's the emotion of the song? What does the music requires you to do? What are you trying to say? I have some really good example I can show you later. Like, you can literally hear that this guy is arguing with somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Like he's arguing with like his bass player and
He's
shit.
arguing with a trumpet player,
Oh, okay.
which is like the next soloist.
It's like, you fucking slept with my girlfriend, you motherfucker. And that shit.
Yeah, it's like when you can hear that, it's like, oh, I think you have a deeper understanding, and you can hear that there is a conversation to everybody's solo, and when you are able to play that, it's even better. It means you understand everything and you're able to apply. Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing. Like, would you mind playing something here right now? Anything?
Sure. Listen to something quite old.
Do you have your sax there now?
I have my sax.
You wanna play it now?
No.
Oh damn, why?
No, I want to play.
All right. Do you have a gig right after this? I don't know if the mics will pick it up though. Who's this by?
This is Clark Terry and Ben Webster. It's a song called "The Good Life."
That good life
The Good
we
Life.
all wish to have, right?
Yeah. Just imagine that they are conversing. And all the guitar is giving the texture to the conversation.
was great, man.
Yeah.
So I think we basically hit like an hour right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking hour, man. It's fucking hour recording, man.
Cool.
So I guess we can wrap it up. And thank you for people who have been listening to our podcast or watching or anything. And this is the People You May Know podcast. It's a very unscripted, I have no idea what I'm doing kind of podcast. And this has been Tesaxman official.
Thank you.
Find him on Instagram. Do you have anything new going on next week, next month, anything?
May 5th, at Lowercase Cafe in Lasalle, we're gonna have a little showcase of what we've been doing for the Thailand Jazz Competition. So May 5th, 1 p.m. at Lowercase Cafe. We have not prepared for it yet, but yeah, please come by and see us fail. No, I don't mean that, but yeah.
Well, hopefully this comes out before 5th May. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anything after that, maybe?
After that, we are performing in Thailand Jazz Competition. Actually, 11th and 12th of May, but that's in Bangkok, so maybe I'll reach.
Is there like a live stream and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. People can watch it, right?
Yeah. And I have a show on June 3rd at Esplanade Outdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
June 3rd.
Not sure what it's
Esplanade.
called. Yeah.
He's not sure. Well, look it up.
Tesaxman.com.
Yeah, there you go. It's a plug. Thank you guys for listening in, tuning in, watching in.